Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Before the week of E3 starts, I have a couple of predictions that I would like to make and share with you guys. So this video will be mainly focusing on PlayStation and Nintendo when it comes to my predictions. Now, when I mean predictions, I don't mean a wish list I hope Sly 5 gets announced. That's probably not going to happen at this E3 or maybe even any E3 in the future. Sorry, Sly Cooper fans. As much as I love the series, it's going to be a long shot until we get a new game. But anyways, moving on. What I mean by predictions, I mean things that will most likely happen at the event this upcoming week. So all of the things that I'm about to say, I believe will most likely happen. So I will start off with Microsoft because this video will be mainly focusing on Nintendo and PlayStation. So I'll go into Microsoft, then PlayStation, and then Nintendo for last. So Microsoft, what do I believe Microsoft is going to announce? There's definitely going to be a new Halo game. I'm not exactly sure if they're just going to do a CGI, cinematic trailer sort of thing for the new Halo, or if it's even going to be, called Halo 6 or Halo Infinity, like the rumored title that was going around or whatever. But I definitely think that there's going to be a new Halo game announced at this E3 because it's been a while since the last Halo game. What was it, like Halo 5? So, and that one received a mixed reception from critics and players alike. So I'm interested to go and see exactly what happens within this new Halo series because I really like the Halo story. I really did enjoy Halo 4 in terms of the story mode and all that stuff. But when it came to Halo 5, I know that one was received mixed. And personally, I haven't played it myself, but just by going off of that, it seems like it was a little iffy by some people. And then a new Gears of War game is definitely going to be announced just by how Gears of War 4 ended. When I was playing that campaign mode and then it ended on that cliffhanger, I was like, God damn it. They really, really set us up like that just so we could wait for another sequel. So, Gears of War 5, I hope that we get a reveal trailer of some kind, a cinematic trailer, whatever, just because I want to know that this game is actually going to come out sometime soon. Because I love the Gears of War series, just like the Halo series for the story. I personally really enjoyed Gears of War 4's story, despite it being sort of like a soft reboot, and a lot of people have been using that term since Star Wars The Force Awakens, where they have new characters introduced, but they have the old characters like Han Solo and, Leia and all that stuff were in The Force Awakens. That's sort of like how Gears of War 4 was. Marcus Phoenix was there, and a couple of other characters, but there were also the new people introduced as well. So, but other than that, from Microsoft, I expect a lot of surprises, a couple of games here and there to be announced. But really, I have no expectations for Microsoft, but, I still hope that they show us a bunch of games that people can be excited for. So moving on to PlayStation, I have a couple of predictions that I have in mind for them. So first up, Spider-Man PlayStation 4. I don't think we're going to see a lot of new stuff from that game just because we got so much of it these past couple of months from that whole Game Informer coverage. We got the release date, we got the collector's editions, we got a slew of just gameplay to go and watch and look over and all that stuff. I don't think we're going to get any more new details. We're definitely going to get maybe some more gameplay, maybe a new villain announced, maybe something else about the gameplay that we don't even know about yet or whatever. But I think we know more than enough about Spider-Man PlayStation 4 that it's at the point where what else can they show us? So I do hope that they surprise us still with something new and something exciting for us Spidey fans and us players that are looking forward to this game, because this game is definitely going to be one of the most anticipated games for a lot of people, including myself. So a lot of people are going to be watching this game, so I hope that they maybe even bring us something new for E3. But in my opinion, that's probably not going to happen. Moving on, The Last of Us Part 2. They have been very hush-hush, secret about this game when it comes to almost everything. But I do hope that they give us some sort of gameplay trailer for this game. It's probably going to be like a solo Ellie sort of, gameplay thing. And they're probably going to say you can't play as Joel, and then when the game comes out, you will play as Joel. But we'll see exactly what happens with that because, it's still a mystery as to what the game's story is going to be. Some people think Joel is dead. Some people think that, this takes place maybe even like 2-3 years after, and the whole backstory with Ellie's mom, that's going to be a huge factor within this game. So they're definitely not going to give us anything related to the story. It's still going to be a lot of fan theories and speculation around that, but I do hope that we get some gameplay from this game, because I would like to see what new elements they could throw into the Last of Us formula, because I really did like on how the gameplay was within the first Last of Us game on the PlayStation 3 and then later remastered on the PS4. I think that game's gameplay is fantastic and amazing, and how it was integrated into the story and all that stuff. But enough of me rambling on, but we will definitely not get a release date for this game, just because I know that Naughty Dog doesn't want to announce a release date and then they have to delay the game even further, because they want to make sure that this game is as perfect as it can be. So I'm making sure that we do not get another sort of like Crackdown 3 that's going on right now, with whole Microsoft delaying that game to 2019 now, despite it being having a release date of coming out sometime later this year. Anyways, Days Gone. We actually already got a lot of details related to that game. That game's going to come out on February 22nd, and we got some gameplay of it. And personally, I am not exactly very excited for this game, but I know that this game will be good, just because of the track record that PlayStation has had with their previous exclusives. When was the last time we've got a really bad PlayStation exclusive game? I think it would be, a bunch of games ago. I have no idea. Maybe you can even, sound it off in the comment section below if you have any. But personally, I don't think there has been a really bad PlayStation exclusive in a long time. So I feel like Days Gone has the potential to be, a pretty decent game, or maybe even a pretty good game, but it also looks like it might be pretty bad in the eyes of some people anyway. So personally, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm very interested to go and see on how well this game can do, and how it might attract some people into the Days Gone sort of world, because I think the slogan that they have for this game is something along the lines of the world is coming for you, or something like that. So but yeah. Next up, Ghost of Tsushima, or Tetsushima, I have no idea, but pretty much Sucker Punch's brand new game that they announced 6 months ago or something like that. They announced it a while ago, and pretty much this is Sucker Punch's new project. It looks like it's going to be an open world sort of feudal Japan sort of game, and I am looking forward to this game immensely, just because I'm a huge Sucker Punch fan, and I know that they can do great things with the right amount of time. So this game looks like it's going to be really good. What I predict they are going to show off during E3, gameplay is a must. I think that if we get another cinematic trailer for this game, I think that would be okay for some people, but I think a lot of people need to know on how this game is going to work, how the mechanics are, and just like how the gameplay is, pretty much. And I think that doing that during the C3 will definitely be a good sign and a good showing for them. And also they might announce a release window. I think that right now the game doesn't necessarily have one. Let me just go and look real quick before I give out wrong information. But God damn it, Wikipedia, give me a wiki of something. So pretty much I think that this game doesn't have a release window right now, but personally I believe that they are going to announce a release window of something along the lines of 2019, because I feel like that it coming out this year is a little bit of a stretch, and then it coming out next year I think is a little bit more reasonable in my opinion anyway. So yeah, definitely 2019 material here in my opinion. But yeah, next thing that I want to go and talk about during PlayStation's conference is definitely Death Stranding. I feel like that this game is a given at this point when it comes to PlayStation conferences. But yeah, Death Stranding is definitely going to be shown off during the C3. Whether they're going to show gameplay or not, I have no idea. I feel like it's going to be another trailer that's going to be batshit insane, and just no one's gonna know what the hell's going on, and it's just gonna be another one of those trailers where it's like, what the hell just happened? But it's another Hideo Kojima game, and I think a lot of people are gonna be looking forward to that. So but yeah, Death Stranding, I feel like it's gonna be another weird trailer, and definitely no release date, definitely not that. Moving on, I feel like that they're going to show off some of the Spyro trilogy. I know that they have already shown off the official box art and given us a release date of sometime in September. So that is very exciting. But personally, I feel like that they're just going to show us more gameplay and, give us that release date in that little, trailer thing or whatever. So, yeah. very, very exciting stuff from Spyro because, I have never played all three of these Spyro games, so I think that this would be a great opportunity for me to finally, pick the game up and get into that. One dream prediction that I have for PlayStation, I know that this is a long shot, but I feel like that they're going to announce something new Crash Bandicoot. It could be a platformer, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards a Crash Bandicoot Team Racing remastered. To those that don't know, this was the Crash kart racing game on the PS1, and I feel like that they are going to remaster it for the PlayStation 4 for everyone to enjoy and love. Just because there is a kart racing sort of hole within PlayStation's library of games. There's not a really solid kart racing game for PlayStation. For Nintendo, we got Mario Kart, and for Xbox, I mean, if you're into racing games, I guess Forza or something like that. But a traditional kart racing game, I feel like that Crash Tag Team Racing would be the perfect game for that. So. Now moving on to Nintendo. So when it comes to Nintendo, I'm going to be mainly focusing on the Switch. And the reason for that is because for the 3DS, it's really ran its course for me. There's not a lot of games that, I would want for them to make for the 3DS. If anything, they should just put those games that are being developed for the 3DS and put them on the Switch, in my opinion. But Nintendo will function on how they want to function, right? So, but yeah, definitely within this E3 Direct, if there are 3DS games to be announced, they're going to do those first and then quickly get into the Switch games like they've been doing for the past couple of Directs and stuff like that. So, but when it comes to games that I predict for the 3DS, there are none really. There's nothing I really want from the 3DS library anymore. There's still so many games that I've yet to pick up and play for the 3DS. Just adding more games on top of that would just really overwhelm me. So, but when it comes to the Switch, obviously Super Smash Brothers for the Switch, Smash 5, whatever you want to call it, this game is definitely going to be there. Just because of the fact that there is going to be a huge tournament with big Smash Brothers pro players. You got Zero, you got Armada, Plup, and a bunch of other pro players that I can't name on the top of my head, but those players are going to be competing in this tournament, and there's going to be a lot of gameplay footage for this game. So there's going to be gameplay footage for this game 100% without a doubt. Next thing, there is definitely going to be new characters revealed. Now, when it comes to these new characters, I have no predictions on my own because I haven't, sat down for an hour or two to really think about what characters could possibly be within the new Smash Bros. Game. But my friend Damien, we talked about this a little bit on the Two Players podcast. He said that Crash and Spyro could definitely be contenders for new characters within Smash Brothers just because of the fact that they have been appearing on the Nintendo Switch. It kind of makes sense for them to appear in Super Smash Brothers, so that's definitely pretty cool. I know a lot of people still want Sora within Smash Brothers. I wouldn't mind him being in Smash Brothers because I could definitely see the appeal of his character and all that stuff to be in a Super Smash Brothers game, so that's definitely a possibility. But other things for Smash 5 that I think are going to be announced, GameCube support. I feel like that this is a no-brainer at this point. They did it for the Wii U version, so why not do it for the Switch version? Especially since there are 2 USB ports on the Switch dock itself. But I feel like that they might do the GameCube controller a little bit differently. Maybe it'll be wireless. Maybe it'll be like the Pro controller, but in a GameCube shape. I have no idea. But I feel like that allowing pro players especially use the GameCube controller still for Super Smash Brothers is a no-brainer because that is literally the best controller that anyone, if you are trying to be really good at Smash Brothers, to use. So GameCube support is pretty much a no-brainer to me. Amiibo, I feel like that there's going to be Amiibo announced throughout the event or throughout the Direct itself just because Nintendo love them Amiibo. So, they're definitely going to have a new line of Amiibo for Smash 5. Personally, I will not be completing that set because I tried to do that with the Smash 4 line and I am almost complete with that, but that is a lot of money. So, but anyways, going off from my tangent, a possible release date, I feel like that it would most likely be later this year in the fall, maybe even holiday season. I'm leaning more towards the holiday season just because I feel like that they would need a game for December, and I feel like Smash Brothers would be that perfect game for December, for Christmas time, holiday times, all of the families coming back to town, and you get to go and play the new Super Smash Bros. Game with all your friends and family and all that stuff. So I think that would be a really good time to release it, or maybe even before Black Friday. That could also be a really good time to release it as well. But yeah, other than that, they could hit me with a bunch of other surprises for Smash Brothers for the Switch. Maybe even a Subspace Emissary mode returning. Who knows? But yeah, Smash 5 is definitely going to be at the E3 Direct, and there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff announced, and this is just some of the stuff that I believe is going to be announced there. But moving on, Metroid Prime 4. We're definitely going to get a new trailer for it. Maybe even a, like a cinematic trailer related to the story or whatever, or maybe even a gameplay trailer. Like that would be really cool to go and see some gameplay of this new Metroid Prime game in action, because I know a lot of Metroid fans have been clamoring for a new Metroid game, and Metroid Prime 4 being that, I think getting some gameplay out of it would be really, really nice. Moving on, I have two more games that I want to go and talk about from Nintendo. We got the Yoshi for the Switch. I know that game, it was shown off during last E3. We got a lot of gameplay and all that stuff, but we're probably going to get more gameplay, and we're probably going to get a possible release date of later this year, probably fall/holiday season once again, or maybe even into the next year. Who knows? But I am definitely looking forward to this game coming out within the next 6 months or so. I believe that it is going to be very soon when this game comes out, so I cannot wait for that to happen. And the final game that I want to go and talk about within this video is that Star Fox racing game that was rumored to be developed by Retro Studios. It's either going to be shown off or it's not. The reason I bring this up is because this will pretty much prove the fact that this game is either it was real from those rumors, or it was actually a really fake thing that people just wanted to go and spread around, because who the hell knows what Retro Studios is doing nowadays. So it is definitely very, very cool that we get these rumors about a Star Fox racing game by Retro, but it's either going to be announced or it's not. So that's just how I see it. Some people are bringing up a new Animal Crossing game, to be announced during this E3. Personally, if they announce anything for the Animal Crossing Switch game, it's probably just going to be a announcement. Literally just that. Just them saying, hey, Animal Crossing for the Switch, it's coming out sometime next year. That's it. That's all we got. We got no gameplay. We got nothing like that. But, I feel like the likelihood of them announcing it like that is pretty unlikely. But, who knows? Because these are just predictions. These are just some of mine. What are some of yours? You can leave them in the comment section below. I read all my comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have not already, you can subscribe. I put new videos up every single Saturday. Follow the links in the description below to my social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter. I put updates to my future videos. My twitch.tv page, where I try to stream on a semi-regular basis. If you want to see when I stream, follow that Twitch page or follow me on Twitter. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. There's some videos on your screen right now that you can click on. And I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.